Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another Pokemon Card Mail Day. I was supposed to record this video on the Sunday, but I was a little bit sick over the weekend. Besides, it was a very busy weekend, had a lot of stuff to do, so without too much further ado, let's dive straight into it. I'm excited for it. Over the weekend we had the EUIC International Championships of Pokemon Trading Card Game. We had a lot of ice skating going on that I watch on the Olympic Games. Had a lot of restructuring to do of my shelves and such. Some other responsibilities. Altogether, I'm really glad I'm doing this episode right now, and we already had a very cool Kabutops episode on a Friday. So the one episode a week still stands, and probably we're now going back to 2 episodes regularly, and maybe this week even 3, since this is now on the Monday. And yeah, let's dive straight into it as I'm showing you these V-Star cards that I've been talking about for a very long time now. And then we have something really cool that I purchased a while ago already, but I will have no chance to show it to you yet. So as you know, the Dragon Ball TCG is really hyped up at the moment. We had a live stream event where it was announced that there will be a new chapter or saga add to the Dragon Ball Super anime. So to celebrate that and also a little bit of speculation, you know me, I purchased some of these cool energy markers from Dragon Ball Fusion World, I believe. They were about $1 each. I tried to sell them for $1.50 each or so. And we also get the remake of the Beerus saga, as what I know so far. So I'm really excited for that. I literally just rewatched the entire Beerus saga and the entire Dragon Ball Super with the Tournament of Power included and such. So currently I'm all well prepared for that, and let's move on to some really cool Pokemon cards right now. That is in the end what everybody is here for, right? I will put some markings in the timeline so that you can skip forward and back. So let's make some space. This is PC, I will show it at the end. This is all reserve inventory basically, and this is the main pile of cards that it is all about right now. Let's divide it up in 2 piles. And yeah, let's take a little bit of time to watch some really cool artworks. As we have here an Eevee from Stellar Crown, really like this one. The Shrouded Fables Sylveon reminds me of the Dark Sylveon that was included in the Celebrations collector boxes. Then I was able to purchase already some Ascended Heroes. We have the Oddish and the Bellsprout. The Oddish actually already sold, so I have to move that aside for someone. I really like these kind of reverse foils. I think in the Japanese variant of Ascended Heroes, which is Mega Dream EX, you also have the R from Team Rocket. I haven't seen those in English yet, but fine. Moving on to a Hidden Fates Jigglypuff. Of course, I have seen the Super Bowl commercial, and then you see the Jigglypuff, and I think it was Lady Gaga. All in all, I share the opinion of many that they could have done something more with the commercial, but I think overall in general they did a great job, and it was really adorable. So then I decided to put this Jigglypuff up for sale, and it is already liked by a lot of people. So I'm confident it will sell very soon as well, as we have Blaine's Tauros, a really cool card, vintage. Another vintage card is the Igglybuff. It's an unnumbered promo and it is very glossy. Cool card as well. I just purchased that for because it was random and it was a cool cute card. A little bit expensive for the condition that it was in, and it was incorrectly listed, so I got a bit of a refund which compensated. I am able to list it now a little bit cheaper as well. So there we have Sabrina's Ghastly. I have a lot of Sabrina's cards and I'm about to purchase a lot more of those. Unfortunately, a little bit too much whitening for my liking on the backside of the card. So I deemed it to be excellent condition and I put it back up for sale. I'm looking for really clean older cards right now. And then we have the Trainer Magazine promo of Scizor. Rocket Scizor, you might have seen this one before. A little bit of whitening on the back. The hollow foil is really clean, really cool card. I had it listed as one of those best promos, but apparently that is the English variant, and this one is included in the Trainer Magazine, volume 12. And by that I was able to rise the price a little bit, but there has to be a demand for it as well, obviously. Then we have one of those illustration contest 2022 cards. I missed the boat on that entirely. I didn't buy them sealed when it was possible to pick them up relatively cheap compared to now. I think a sealed package going for $150. And I purchased this one, but it is unfortunately damaged on the back. A lot of scratches. So I purchased the card near mint, but I think I can show it to you on the camera. There are a ton more scratches than this. I also have made some pictures obviously to send to the seller. Maybe it's better for me to show the pictures on the screen. But regardless of the condition, I really like this card. And the Greninja is somewhat cool as well. Not my favorite, but the Bulbasaur is definitely. I really need that Bulbasaur. Moving on to some Cosmos foil promos. You have seen this one, a little bit damaged. And then we move into some new ones like this Kangaskhan that I had not seen before. Purchased it dirt cheap in my opinion. And then we have this Tyranitar with a really cool swirl here. He's pointing towards the swirl. And he also has a really cool energy beam ball coming out of his mouth, like he is about to launch the Hyper Beam. Really cool card, really cool foil pattern. Larry's Komala, so I heard a lot about this. Lily's Pearl, pretty shiny card, also a swirl up there. Electabuzz 151, I purchased these in mass for 10 cents a piece and 40 at the time or so. Really saved myself some shipping costs there, and that was just I think a store that mass opened the product for the booster packs. So I was able to take advantage of that, and I'm now trying to sell them for between 80 cents and $1 each again. And obviously I keep a lot of those in my personal collection. I have a lot more than 40 in total. I always have been a fan of Electabuzz, and this is just a really cool card. Just a regular version, but the Cosmos foil particularly. Then we have some Evolutions promos, Cosmos foils as well. You will see a lot more of those. I've tried to purchase these in a larger quantity as well. That person only had 2 Vaporeons, and I purchased a bunch of Jolteons and Flareons. So that's why I listed the Vaporeon now for a bit more, because otherwise I will be sitting with those Jolteons and Flareons. And some of them go in the personal collection. A lot of them will be sold again. And then we have this Erika's Tangela. I was really happy with this card. I think I'm gonna buy a bunch more of those. They start to get a little bit cheaper. I choose this card over the Larry's Komala. Although I know there are a lot of fans of Larry and Komala as well, but I really love this card. One more of those Ionos, a sold one, and then we have the Costco reverse foil exclusive promos of the Pokemon 151 set. Been buying some, selling some, setting some aside for my personal collection, as we have this McDonald's, I believe. Sprigatito foil, I really need a Pikachu of that one, and then we have a really cool card. It is the Chinese variant of Radiant Venusaur that has a unique exclusive artwork on it. Yeah, I'm really fan of this card. It looks really cool if you move it around like this in the right light. Although it was purchased near mint, we see here on the bottom a bit of whitening again. You can still call it near mint technically. I have decided to put an excellent mark on it. That leaves no room for people to complain about the condition, and hopefully everybody will be happy with their purchase. Next up, the Celebration Fanfare in simplified Chinese. I think it is from a certain Radiant collection, an Energy collection, I'm not 100% sure anymore. I purchased a bunch of those, I sold a bunch of those as well. It seems that they come with a certain print line very often, as you can see, so I put a yellow sticker on it. I still sell it as near mint, the quality furthermore is really gorgeous. And I purchased like 10 and I only had one without print lines, and people are advertising them with print lines left and right as well. But yeah, a special kind of hollow foil, niche product maybe, I like it. I've sold a couple of them as well already. As we move into this Bulbasaur, and I have purchased a ton of these right now. I believe this is also a unique artwork especially made for this product. So about 1 or 2 years ago I was looking for this sealed product, and nowhere in the Netherlands I was able to find it, so I had to purchase it from abroad. And the shipping costs were so high. Well, the package, the My First Battle kit, probably it is a kit, was only about between 10 and 15 bucks a piece. Now there is still one person, I believe it is in Switzerland, that offers them dirty cheap. But it is outside of the custom territory of the European Union or the EU or something. So I'm a little bit afraid to purchase it from them, because there could be another tax included or fees included for shipping it to here, which will make them probably around 20 bucks to 25 bucks a piece anyways, which is now the lowest listing close by. But there are a ton of cool cards in those packages, so I decided to order from one person a bunch of those cards from all the 2 different decks. And we have a Pikachu coming in, and I think I ordered for about 120 bucks worth of these kind of cards. I purchased this one for 3 bucks. I'm currently trying to sell it for 4 bucks. It is not really a weird price compared to other card market listings at the moment, but yeah, it is a shame I was not able to pick a bunch of these decks up still sealed when I had the chance. But I'm really excited to show you all the other cards once they arrive. I expect them to be here in 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. And then I start selling off a bunch of them immediately, and I'm gonna definitely keep some of those in my personal collection. So then we move on to one other niche product here, the Classic Collection. A product that no one wanted in the first place. I'm not sure if there's any demand for it right now, but at least some cards are selling for me really well. Also a unique holofoil pattern specially made for this box, this classic collection cards. So I believe these cards are both from the Heart Gold Soul Silver era and are both created or illustrated by Mitsuhiro Arita. I'm a big fan of him. If you're new here, Mitsuhiro Arita, obviously the designer illustrator of the first base set Charizard, amongst others obviously, and he made some really cool artworks of Pokemon. Like the Venusaur, there we have it. So another Mew, so the celebration sales and the sales in general are slowing a little bit down over the weekend. I will talk a bit more about that at the end of the video, where I show off 2 sales that I have to ship out later today. The Prism foil, I think this is a real true Prism foil, not sure, but it is a break card from Evolutions. You have the Blissey, cool card, the Zoroark V, Keldeo. Lucario is selling for me pretty well. Obviously he was some kind of mascot for the new Mega era, starting the era off with Gardevoir and Lucario Mega EX. As part of my main inventory, whenever I run out of these Lucarios, I'm gonna try to order some more for a nice price. Moving into the Cynthia's Garchomp, I had this card now a couple of times. I wanted to collect the Full Art Trainer Pokemon cards for a long time. I did actually collect a lot of different ones with Anne and Iono and Ethan and so on. Here we have Cynthia, and I tried to collect the Lily's Clefairy and so on, but I'm decided to stick with the illustration rares and special illustration rares mainly. To also going to collect all these Full Art cards will be a little bit too much for me. I already collect the regular Full Art Trainer cards in my Full Art Trainer Pokemon card binder, if you know that. And ladies and gentlemen, after doing some editing and seeing that the recording was 45 minutes long, after narrowing it down by editing to 30 minutes, I decided, okay, the first part, let it be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So you can expect in the upcoming days a part 2 of this Pokemon card melee. Gives me a little bit more time to edit the second part. There will be a bunch more really cool cards included. I know that already because it is already recorded. Part that is going into the personal collection right away as well. So I am excited to edit that part and show it to you as well. And if you like this kind of content, folks, thanks everybody for watching, and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I guess be ready for part 2. Have a nice evening, have a nice week ahead.